All right, guys, this is our first podcast. Welcome to Raw with Roadbloc at Man of War Harley of Lexington, Kentucky. Today we have Monica Ishmael on, the Harley girl of TikTok, guys. Welcome. Give a big warm welcome to her. How are you doing today, Monica?
I'm doing great. How are you
It's
doing?
pretty good. It's been a big day, huh?
It has been a big
It
day.
has been a big day. Lots of
Yes.
stuff going on. We
Yes.
had the calendar signing going on.
Mm-hmm.
What month were you again?
April.
Month of April. Do you remember what kind of bike you shot with?
Lowrider ST.
Lowrider ST. Somebody just got a new Lowrider ST, didn't
Mm-hmm.
they? Yeah,
I got a
Bi-
new Lowrider ST. That's
Bi-
right.
That's right. Billiard Gray. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's my dream bike. That's my baby.
So you got your dream bike
I
finally.
did, but I kept the sporty.
Kept the sport. So now you got two bikes.
I got two bikes. Some girls collect purses. I collect Harleys.
Monica the Harley girl. Two
That's
Harleys
right.
already. That's right. Nice. So we are at Man of War. The guys, this is our first podcast. We're going to be talking a little bit about where Monica came from, how she learned to ride motorcycles, any bucket trips or anything like that. All right, Monica, let's dive off. Where did you get the passion for motorcycles at?
Well, growing up, my grandpa and my uncle both rode. My uncle rode Harleys, my grandfather rode Indians, and I just got that bug from them. Like, you know, I want to ride with you. I want to figure out how to do it. I want to break that gender norm. Like,
Yeah,
just because I'm a female doesn't mean I can't ride.
yeah.
So I guess I got inspired at a very young age because of them.
Okay. So little Monica hanging off, and you said you rode on the back of the bike.
Yes,
Okay, so little Monica hanging on to the back, and looks like
that's right.
looks, looks like you decided that you wanted to go with Harleys instead of Indians. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
And no shade on Indians, but I just prefer Harleys.
yeah.
So
Okay. So a little bit growing up. So when did you get your first motorcycle?
I got my first motorcycle. Oh gosh, I got to think about this. It was 2016,
2016.
give or take. I've had my license since 2009, but I
Okay.
never had purchased that bike.
Yeah,
So,
2009. All right. So then you said you had your license before you got your motorcycle.
yes,
So you went and got and then what was your first bike?
it was an 883 Super Low.
883 Super
Hmm.
Low. How long did you have that one?
I had it for about 4 years or so, and then I got the 883 that I have now.
883 that you have now.
Yeah.
So you remember how many miles you put on it? Where was your first big ride out of town? On your
Oh,
own. You're out there
on
in the
my
road,
own.
ready to roll. Where'd you go?
So Berea, I rode out to my hometown, Carlisle.
Out to Carlisle.
Yeah, oh, Carlisle. I rode out there. I visited my grandparents, their grave sites because they're both
Okay.
deceased.
Nice.
So that was like, for me, nostalgia, you
Yeah.
know?
So you got to go out and hang out with
Yes,
them.
and
show
that was
them your
really
bike.
fun. Went up 68, took the back roads, went up these little, Old Town USA cemeteries.
Town,
Teeny
yeah.
twas,
Yeah.
going over the little cattle prods. It was
Gravel
fun.
roads and
Oh,
whatnot sometimes.
absolutely. Yes, so that was like the big trip for me that I took by myself. So
Okay. And then when did you get your next bike? What was that? That was the
the
883.
883, the second one that I have, I got that January of 22.
Okay.
Yep.
January 22. How long did you have that one?
I still have it.
Still have that?
Yeah,
That's the one you have now.
that's the one I have now that has like the metal flake in the paint, the
Right.
chrome changing, like color
Right.
changing.
Yeah, the color shift.
Yeah.
It's got the fuzzy seat on it.
Yeah, the fuzzy
fuzzy
seat.
seat.
That's how everybody knows me.
Yeah. So and then that's what started. What is it? Monica the Harley girl on TikTok.
Yes,
All right.
that's where we kind of took off. I
All
just
right.
started posting things and sharing things, and it just kind of took off from
All
there.
right, guys. So Rue will put the link or the username right in here somewhere for you guys. You'll be able to click on that, or you'll be able to visit Monica's TikTok, check that out and stuff. She is on Facebook and whatnot. Yep. So any big plans on with your new bike? You got a bucket ride you want to take on it, ready to bust out in the springtime?
I'm not 100% sure exactly where I want to go. This is my first touring bike,
Okay.
so I'm anxious to break it in. She's got 11 miles on her. I need to hit the 1,000-mile mark as soon as
Good.
weather forbids. I honestly think like I would love to ride it to probably like maybe the anniversary up in Wisconsin.
Yeah, the anniversary.
That's like a big deal for me. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go. It's a bucket list.
It should be. It should be a
So
nice ride.
I'm thinking maybe we'll break her in there.
Break it in up there, and then I think I heard you guys talking about a few things you wanted to do to it. What's a couple next the modifications you want to do to that thing?
Definitely, she needs some new pipes. You got to be seen before you're heard.
Got to be loud pipes. Save lives.
Absolutely, 100%. And I definitely like in the fairing. I want to put some speakers.
You got to have some tunes.
Yeah, I got to have the jams. Other than that, I mean, I might get some work on the seat. Stock
So-
seats.
You need a little.
I need a
more
little cushion.
You need a little cushion.
Yeah.
Go-
So, other than that, those are the first things that I can think of that I would want to do to it. But I mean, I'm pretty happy otherwise. So,
Okay, that sounds pretty nice. And then what about? So I've got a cup holder. I really love my cup holder. Got a modular helmet. I'll flip that
I
sucker
might need a
up.
cup holder now
You-
that you're
if you go to
saying that,
Wisconsin, you
Roadbloc.
might need one.
In case I get thirsty.
Yeah, you might get you a little sip. You don't even have to
Yeah.
stop. Flip that helmet up, grab your drink, get you a little sippy.
I
and
do have a
move on.
modular helmet,
That's
so
right. So
maybe I need to get
helps
me.
a lot. So we want to do some pipes, maybe some seats. I think you said you want to do some audio work and stuff on it
Absolutely.
like that. No performance work or anything like that.
You know, I don't know right now because I'm going from 83 to 117.
Maybe like a stage one.
I mean, I might maybe
stage two,
give me
some
like
twos.
midsummer. Like,
All
let me break her in a little bit.
All right. Any big plans this summer?
You know, I'm not 100% sure on that. My son is in Miami, and like if he's home, I might have some plans. Otherwise, I'm gonna be riding and working.
Okay. How old's your son again?
He's 17.
17.
Yep.
What's his name? Brooks?
Yes.
Brooks. He's down there doing some stuff down in Miami.
Yep.
So you travel down quite a bit to see him?
I try to go down there once a month.
Try to go down there once. You gonna ride the bike down?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a long
Might
haul.
need to get a good seat.
By myself, I better get me a gel insert.
A gel insert. Yeah, something nice. All right. So now we've talked about your bike and stuff like that. Now what do you do to be able to support your habits to ride motorcycles and your and stuff
Okay,
like
so
that?
I'm a licensed massage therapist. I work at Massageology in Richmond. I have a few specialties that I do with massage. I do ashiatsu, which is where I am stepping on people.
Okay, so you just stomping on people
I
for
am
money.
walking on people and I'm getting paid to step on them. Yes.
All right, guys. So
So,
Rue will put a link down in the description or somewhere like that. Also, this right in
yes.
here somewhere is the
You can book with
information
me,
for that.
shoot me a message, whatever. Like, let's get you worked out.
Yeah, we'll get you worked out. You can go see Monica Ishmael down at Massageology. I think it's in
Absolutely.
Richmond, Kentucky. Again, Rue will put a link in the description for that. Um, so you're doing all that. So no other big plans this summer other than
No, not that I can think of. I might take my son on a cruise he's never been. It's kind of like a bucket list for us because, I mean, when you got a kid that's 17, they have everything. What do you give them? So
there's
I'm
no.
like, let's make memories at this point, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's about all you can do. Yeah,
absolutely.
I wish I would have traveled more when I was a little younger.
Right.
I'm gonna hop on it and hop on the bike and do some more traveling this summer. Is there another motorcycle? Now you've done got your dream bike now. Is there another motorcycle that you got your eyes on after
Uh,
the ST?
I mean, I do have my dream bike, the ST, but like, at the end of the day, road glides are beautiful. That's like sitting on a couch.
I would know.
Yes, I know,
I
exactly.
love it.
Yes, that's a beautiful bike. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a big bike. It's a little intimidating for me because I'm just 5'3", but like size don't matter.
You just get on there, man.
I
handle
know,
it.
just let's lower that.
I love,
Like,
easy now, Monica. We gotta watch our
I'm
language.
sorry, my bad. Well, just lower that bike.
Rue, can you give us a little rev on there? Yeah, just give us a little rev on there. We'll block that one out. Sorry, guys. Apologize. We're
My
working.
bad. I'm sorry.
Let's talk about the calendar signing today.
Okay.
So walk us through that. So we did the calendar signing. You remember which bike you shot? You said it's the Lowrider ST.
Yeah, I shot on the Lowrider
So-
ST, which is
so-
my dream bike. I
right.
got to pick. So
So walk me through a little bit, like the day you got here, what you did, stuff like that. A little bit of
Okay.
how that went down.
well, when I got here, I was very overstimulated because I didn't know what to expect.
It's a lot going on.
I've never done a photo shoot ever in my life. And Ash was just very welcoming and she made me feel comfortable. Jonathan, also the lighting guy, wherever he's
Right.
at, shout out to him.
He's around here somewhere.
But so like I got here, obviously I was in my street clothes and they were like, pick your outfit and then if you want to, you can pick whichever bike. And I was like, Jonathan, you already know.
You
It's gonna be
already
the
know.
Lowrider
The
ST
Lowrider.
unless somebody shot with it. So
that billiard gravy.
yes, please. So they took it out front. I had my first outfit on and I got, Jonathan's holding lights. Ash is like, pose like this, stick your butt out.
Your bottom.
Yeah. Let me tell y'all, that hurts after so long. Mad
Yeah.
props to people that model because, like, my back and my neck was hurting for a few days.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but this is worth it. So it was such a good experience because it's like I didn't know what to expect, but they just made me feel so comfortable
Yeah.
and I felt vulnerable at the same time, but like also it made me feel empowered as a woman.
It's a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very fun. And then when you get the pictures back and then you see the whole thing, the calendar and all the work you all put into it, like it's just amazing when you see it full circle. So
Right. So after all that and went through, we've got all the calendars done, and today we had the calendar signing.
yes.
So how'd you feel about that today?
I was very nervous. I'm not gonna lie. My hands kept sweating, but it was really it was a great turnout. It was good to see people come out that you didn't think would be here like, oh, I follow you on TikTok, or oh, I saw your post on Facebook. And it's like, I might not know this person in real life, but they're here and I've made a difference for them to come here and be here. So that means a lot to me because it comes full circle. It's like you don't realize how many people's lives you might impact
Hmm.
just being positive or whatever have you may. And for them to come here and buy a calendar and sign it because you're here.
They wanted your autograph.
Absolutely. It's like,
It's wild,
what?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is. It's mind-boggling.
All right. And then so on your TikTok, again, Rue, can you throw up our TikTok thing right in here somewhere? We'll give a her username on there. And then so you've got around 67,000 followers.
Yeah.
So how often do you post on that?
I try to post every day. Honestly, like if I don't post, I have people messaging me, "Are you okay?"
Are you okay? What's going on?
Absolutely. And it's like, you guys, you all care. Like, if I don't post for a day or two, they're like, "Are you good? Do you need anything?" Or like, everything
fans.
okay? Yeah, it's inspiring, honestly, because like some days I might be having a bad day. I might be pressed out that my son's in Miami, or like I can't ride, or I can't go to the gym or whatever. And the fact that they care enough to like, "Are you okay?" Like that means a lot.
Take time out.
Yeah.
Take time out of their day to
Yeah,
just shoot
like
you a
that's
little message. And,
absolutely. And they
yeah.
might not think it means anything, but to me, it means the world because it's like sometimes I don't have that support and I might need that little nudge.
Right,
Like,
just-
hey, make a video. Hey, whatever. Like, I look forward to your videos. You've made a difference in my life.
So walk us through some of the content you have. What are you posting on TikTok?
Mostly it is biker stuff. Every once in a while, I might throw a little curveball in there. It might be about relationships or whatever. But sometimes it doesn't mean that that's what I'm going through at that time. It's just relatable.
Okay.
So, like, things that are relatable, breakups, relationships, like riding. Obviously, that's my life. But sometimes that doesn't mean that's exactly what I'm going through at that point. But I know that there's people that can relate to that content.
Right.
So,
Yeah, you got anything you're going to try new on TikTok this year? I guess get some more pictures and videos of that new bike out when it warms up. Some of the salt that's off the
I
road.
haven't posted anything about my new bike yet. I literally, I just did the paperwork and all that. And once I get it and I get to riding it, well, obviously it's January, but like, I'll be posting content then.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be riding my sporty. She's gonna be like my bang around town.
Yeah.
My ST's gonna be long distance. So,
All right.
just balance.
Okay. And then I think we've got another calendar signing coming up. I think February 22nd.
Yeah,
at our
at
sister
Mine-
store in
Mine Shaft,
Yep,
yeah.
that's in Pikeville, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rue will put up the address or the information for that right in here or a link somewhere. She's pretty good at that stuff, so she'll get us taken care of on that. So you said your grandfather and your uncle got you into riding and stuff like that. As a young rider, how old were you when you you said you got your first bike? How old were you when you got that?
Oh God, you're making me math here. So I got my motorcycle license when I was 23.
Okay.
So the way I did that, which I don't even know if they do this anymore, but I took it through EKU. It was the Kentucky State Police.
Yeah.
It was like a 3-day weekend thing, which if you want to do that, you can do it at O War Harley. They offer the MSF. And
Right. Now
you do
we
that.
have the MSF
Yes,
course,
it's a
yep.
weekend thing. At the end of that, if you pass, you get to go and take your thing to the DMV. That's how you get your motorcycle license. I strongly encourage that because that's going to teach you the right things, legality-wise, safety-wise. And even if you've had somebody teach you, there's room, the error margin. Like, you need to be taught the right way, and there's always room for improvement. Like, I've been riding for years, but like, I've considered is it Pro Rider that does?
That's Pro Rider.
Yes, I've
Richmond, yeah.
considered taking courses with him because it's like, even though I have all these years out on the road on the bike by myself, I feel like there's always that room to like improve and sharpen my skills.
Speaking of Pro Rider in Richmond, guys, if you use code Roadbloc at checkout, you'll get 10% off. Getting into a motorcycle, and you recommend young women or anything like that to take this course to learn some stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody has their own ride or their own style of riding, and everybody teaches different ways and different techniques and whatever have you may. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you take one of these courses, it's going to teach you the proper, correct techniques.
Right.
And don't have too much pride, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, I've been riding for so many years, but that doesn't discriminate you from, say, an accident, God forbid.
Right. Yeah. We do offer a riding academy. You can speak with Teresa. All of that information you can find on our website, manowarharley.com. So you can get on there. Any information you're looking for that, you can look up the MSF safety course on our website. Just remember, guys, we are working through some bugs and stuff. We are taping live during store hours, so you might hear some people talking in the background. You might hear a motorcycle running. We are doing this live, guys. So, Monica, we've talked about all that. Is there anything else that you want to share with us?
I just want to say, like, if you're a female and you're intimidated because riding is mostly like a male thing, just you can do this. Like, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, whatever. I took my course years ago. I was terrified when I got my first motorcycle, and I had to just trust in myself and my own instincts. And the more I rode, the more confident that I got. I remember my first group ride. It was actually the Blue Knights. They did their annual Fallen Police ride, and that was my first big ride. I was in the back. There's probably, I want to say, close to 70 to 100 bikes. I was in the back. I was absolutely terrified. I was white knuckling. But after
Just
that, riding in a
ready to,
group like
yeah,
that, man, like the thrill and the excitement, and like to know that your money is going to a good cause and it was going to the fallen police officers and their families. So like that's why I like to try to do veterans rides and benefit rides and all that, because like it's going to a good cause, and you're breaking the stereotype that people are like, oh, bikers are covered in tattoos and they're bad and XYZ, and it's like it's a it's a brotherhood or a
it
sisterhood, and like
is.
we're all in it for the same reason. It's not just because we want to ride; it's because we want to help people.
And right. So, and you just donated a massage session to Grayson's
Yeah,
ride we just
absolutely.
had,
Like, and
right?
I was happy to help that.
Yeah, that
Like,
was great. So, being a biker is not just about riding a motorcycle. It is about community. So you do come together. You do a lot of fundraisers and stuff together. So that is a big part of being in a biking is just
absolutely.
being a part of the community and having a connection to each other. That's a big part of it.
It is. I think just a lot of people have a stereotype sometimes, and they might judge you because you have tattoos or whatever. And it happens to me, even as, I mean, I'm only 5'3", and they look at me and they're like, I don't know how you hold that bike up or whatever. And I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, but like you continue to show up and you be positive, and you're helping and you're making these videos, and it's like they see the difference you make. And
Yes.
that's what motivates me. It's like I want to help people. I want to be that positive in a world of negativity,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And then as a female rider, you wouldn't think that there are a lot, but you've made some friends along the way. Some of your TikTok friends that ride motorcycles. What's some of those rides that you guys have been on? I think there's one out of London that rides that green bike.
Yes. So her name's Christine Duncan. She actually does hogging Harleys, and
Okay.
she kind of came up with that idea.
Like ducking the Jeeps.
Yes, absolutely. And if it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't have met her or her
Right.
husband. And I've actually helped them out with hogging Harley. So she's a wonderful person, and that whole idea has really grown.
Yeah.
But she found me on TikTok, and I help her out with that. And I can't say enough good things about her and her husband and how much they've impacted the
Okay.
riding community.
So have you guys ridden? Like I've seen she's been in here at Manual Harley before. Have you guys? Where have you guys ridden at together before?
Well, see, they're in London. I'm in Berea, so sometimes they'll come up and we'll go to dinner or something. But like
Okay.
our annual ride is usually we go to Cynthiana Bike Fest,
Yeah. So
which is
we'll
a
be there.
it's a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting bigger every year. We went the last 2 to 3 years, I think, and it's really exciting to go there and know that people or followers are like, hey, I can't wait to see you there. And like, can I get hogged while you're there? Or can we take a picture or whatever have you made? Like, it's just exciting that they know you and they are excited for you to come to that event and to meet you
It
even
is.
and
It
take a
is.
picture. Like,
Right.
it's a big deal.
It is. So let's see. We've got Cynthiana Bike Fest coming up. We've got opening bike night here, April 11th. Our demo truck's going to be here. We're going to have 30 seconds to less. Band's going to be here. Our demo truck's going to be here. We're going to have a couple food trucks, Mirror Twins coming in. Keep an eye out for that, guys. Mirror Twin, we're working on something special with those. Might have a something nice coming, nice tasty adult beverage.
We love a tasty adult
We
beverage.
love. Did you have a couple adult beverages
I did
today?
have some adult
We
beverages
had some
today.
wine, I think. What was that?
No, I didn't have
What was
wine.
that? What was you
I
doing?
had Crown Royal
Crown
Apple and
Royal Apple.
L8.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
L8 swamp water.
Swamp
It's
water.
great, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Maybe they'll give us a little. Come on, L8, hook us up with a
Yeah, L8,
sponsorship.
come on, let's do
We'll
this.
set some bottles over here. So you've got a TikTok. And you've got a couple fans on there. Maybe somebody drove a couple hours to see you. You've had a couple fans drive a
Yeah,
little ways
I
just
had
to
a
get your
few
signature.
fans drive from, I can't remember exactly what town in Indiana, but they said it was 4 hours one way.
4 hours.
That's that's flattering.
Nice.
Like, they said they follow me since, I first started, and that's incredible, actually.
Yeah. Have you ever run into awkward moments out in town or anything like that? Somebody like I think I know her. Maybe and they want to maybe
Yes.
say something to you or
Actually,
something.
I have. Oh man, it was after one of the Man of War bike nights. I want to say it was June or July, and I went to a little dive bar. Um, and they kept looking at me, and I was looking at them, and I was like, "Do I know these people?" And they finally come over, and they're like, "Aren't you Monica from TikTok?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's
And
me.
so then they wanted to take pictures or whatever have you may. And so like, there's a lot of times that like I'll be out and a follower will see
Yeah.
me and they won't say anything to me, which I'm not.
And then you'll get a message on
Yes, and then I
TikTok
get
or
a message
something.
after the fact, like, I thought that was you, but I was scared. And I'm like, listen, always approach me. Like, I will
Yeah.
talk to you. I will take photos. I will sign whatever. Like, I'm pretty laid back. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if I've made a difference and you want to say, hey, like, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. So growing your TikTok and stuff like that up to, 67, 68,000 followers, close like that, or whatever you've got going on, you've slowly starting, to become more noticed in your town and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Does
100%.
that feed into your business over at the Massagology?
It has got me quite a few clients actually, and most of them do ride,
Yeah.
because obviously, like, I like to ride. Riding Harleys is my passion. Not all of them ride Harleys, and that's okay. Like, I mean, 2 wheels is 2 wheels. I don't even care if you're on 3 wheels, whatever. I'll wave at you, whatever. I'm not biased
You
or
give them the,
discriminatory. Yeah, I'll give you the good, 2 fingers down.
yeah.
But, yeah, it definitely has helped. It kinda I guess it goes hand in hand, word of mouth,
Yeah.
whatever, but, yeah, I mean, I'm always appreciative of my followers, anybody that comes and lets me massage them. Like, it's very, I'm grateful. So
Yeah. So you've been riding how long now again?
since 2009,
Since
how many
2009.
years is
I'm not going to math that
that?
up. Let's
16,
60
17?
something
I
like that.
don't know.
So
Give or take.
you ever had any no-nos? You ever been pulled over, or
I've never been pulled
you've
over.
never
Knock on
knock
wood.
knock on some white oak over here, this barrel. All right. So haven't been pulled over, so no speeding tickets or anything like that.
Right.
Have you had any accidents or
I've had one
what
accident. Let me
happened?
tell you what happened.
Let's
I
hear
was
it.
riding out to Graffiti Bridge in Richmond,
That's a nice
which
spot.
it is a nice
It's a
spot.
beautiful spot.
They call it Blunt Road or Blunt Bridge, whatever. So I'm on this little teeny tiny winding road. I've got this Chevy Silverado literally on my tail. Like
Hind
on,
end.
yes, like it's like there's no room
Yeah.
between us. Bendy, windy, whatever, and you're going around that main curve to get to the bridge. Well, it's fall time. There's leaves on the ground. This truck's on my rear end. So I go in the curve of this and hit leaves, went down.
Boot.
Just boom. I mean, and I wasn't going too fast. I got a little,
Yeah.
got a little road,
Just a
little
little
road rash,
raspberry on your
little road
elbow.
rash. My pride was hurt. My bike didn't get hurt, but like the guy did stop and he apologized. He's like, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been following you that close." And I'm like, "No, you shouldn't have." Like people that don't ride, they don't understand.
Yeah,
Like
they
you
just
got to
don't.
give that, you got to give that reaction time, and he didn't give that reaction time. And
Yeah.
luckily, thank God, I didn't get hurt any worse than
Yeah.
I did. But like that's the only time I've ever been involved in any kind of accident on a
That's
motorcycle.
not too bad. At least so most people do go down sometimes. It is unfortunate when
Absolutely,
you
it
do go
doesn't
down.
discriminate.
Yeah, it does not discriminate. I actually had an accident myself in June of this past year, which enabled me to get my new motorcycle. So got
It's
me
a catch-22, right?
it's good and bad.
Yep.
It hurt for a while, but it felt good once I got my new bike.
100%.
All right. So while you're out riding and stuff like that, and you're just out, cruising around and stuff, what is actually your favorite part of riding?
For me, I think it's like I get to escape reality. It's like a form of therapy for me. Like I could have the crappiest day and I can just go out and I can ride and the wind's in my face. It's kind of, you know, dogs hang their head out the window for a reason.
You ever stick
That's
your
me.
tongue?
I'm like, "Brr," like
You ever lift that hell and
I
stick your
can
tongue out a
forget
little bit while you're riding?
everything and it's just like everything is right in the world for me. It doesn't matter. Like in the more smiles per miles.
More smiles per mile.
Absolutely. Like the
Yeah.
more I go and I just let that bike take me wherever, full tank of gas, brap,
Yeah.
let's go.
So what's the farthest you've ridden in a day?
The farthest I've ridden in a day, I would have to say like, I mean, I've rode up to Ohio. I've rode. There's been a couple benefit rides like the CMVA that I've rode,
Mhm.
like to all the distilleries. So like collectively, I'd say it'd have to be something like that because like where you go and you stop and you go and
Go
you
and stop.
stop.
Right.
Yes, yes. So like that.
All right. So we've talked about your bucket ride and stuff like that. You said you wanted to go up to Wisconsin to the to the homecoming, I believe what
That
it's
yeah,
called.
absolutely. I'd love to do that.
Yeah. So any other places you're just itching to go? You're gonna hop
I
on there
really
and
want
get
to
your
go to
bike out?
Sturgis so bad.
Sturgis is gonna be. Did you go this past
I
year?
was supposed to go this past year. My son ended up getting injured, and
That's right. He
he
broke
came.
both of his ankles.
Yeah, he came.
Both of his. How you break both?
I
of
don't
your
know, but
ankles?
my God, when you did it, you did it right. So I had to be a mom. I had to
All right.
put him first.
So
I didn't get to go. Listen, I already paid for the hotel and
oh,
everything.
no.
I had to stay home, play mama bear. And I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world, but I guess it just wasn't my time to go to Sturgis. So maybe I'll go to Sturgis this year.
Maybe this year.
Yes.
Yes. You
Absolutely.
do your TikTok vlogging along the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Pick up some new followers and fans and
For
whatnot.
sure.
Yeah. So do we have any personal goals or any motorcycle goals that you're looking for in 2025 maybe to fulfill?
Well, since I just got that new ST, it's got 11 miles. I got to break her in.
You gotta-
I got to get to 1,000 miles.
We got to get that break in.
We got to get to the breaking point.
Where are you going to have that done at?
Man
Downstairs at
O War Harley.
at the
you
service
bet your
department.
sweet
That's
butt.
right.
Yes.
Exactly.
But I got to break her in. I got to get used to the way that feels compared to my sporty.
Yeah.
That's a totally different feel. So, absolutely. That's one of my goals. And I got a touring bike, so that way I can go further. I've got 6 speeds now. I can keep up with the pack. I'm not like back there like
Wide
capping
open.
out at
Yeah,
5th gear,
yeah,
so.
yeah. So any personal goals this year you want to work on with yourself?
Well, as far as like my massage, my career.
So you just got a new certification,
I
right?
did get a new certification in dynamic cupping. I always like to add on things and challenge myself to do better for my clients. And my goal this year is to just beat the amount of clients and my money that I made last year and to help more people. Like, because to me, massage is more than just a job. I'm actually helping people and it benefits people and it affects people in a way that you wouldn't even think that it would.
Okay.
So that's my goal.
Nice. So on this TikTok you have now, like we said, you do have close to 70,000 followers. Now that obviously didn't happen overnight. So you're posting stuff. You post stuff about your relationships, about your motorcycle rides and stuff like that. Now, like we said, how long have you been on the TikTok platform?
It was right after COVID, so I want to say like 21 or 22.
You started getting bored with things.
I was just like, everyone is doing it. Why not? Like, my very first video was literally a video of my Harley outside of work, and it was something along the lines of like, loud pipe saves lives, and that's the first post I ever made.
First post you ever made.
Yes.
Do you remember how many likes or
I mean, I want to say a couple hundred or something, and like
200.
at that time, I was just like, this is fun. Like, why not?
So all right, so you're posting TikToks, you've got a couple posted. So when is like your first big TikTok that made you feel good? Like I got 1,000 likes or 1,000.
Well, the one that really took off, I posted a video of like, some people say Guardian Bell, some say Gremlin Bell.
Okay.
So I posted that and said it was some audio that said like, if you have one of these, we should be friends, and it kind of just blew up. I think there's like 67K likes on it or something because like
That's quite a
so
few.
many people have that and can relate to that, and we're like, oh, well, my whatever gifted me this, or I gifted this to whoever.
Yeah.
So that was the video that really kind of sent me viral on there.
And you said Gremlin Bell. You want to tell us what a Gremlin Bell is?
Well, from my perspective and what I have been told is it protects you while you're out riding. You're supposed to have on the lowest point of your bike.
Okay.
It's supposed to be spirits that protect you from getting harmed or any kind of wreck or whatever have you may.
Okay, and this is what your first video was about.
That really took off, yes.
You got around 67,000 likes. That's
yes.
not that way more people watched it. You just got 67,000.
Yeah, I hit like 1 million views, but like like-wise,
views. That's
yes.
a lot of people.
It was like 1.2 mil, yes, absolutely. That's
so that
insane.
made you feel good, yeah.
It did, because like the thing on there with the algorithm, it's like you never know what's going to take off.
No.
You never do.
Yeah, you could, post a potato. And you never know.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Take right off. All right, so after that, we've got the Gremlin Bell taken off. Now, you remember like growing, like you remember how many followers you had around then? Like when is it that you really started
At that
to
point,
grow
I want to say I
followers?
probably had about 20,000 followers.
About 20,000
Yes.
followers. Now, at what point did it, like take off and like really start to get out? And what did you think, like when you like actually looked at it and you were like, holy cow, I've got 67,000
The
people
more
looking at me.
videos that I post of me riding
Yeah.
or like events that I'm going to be at,
Yeah.
or after the fact, if I post a video of like this benefit ride or whatever, that's when it really like, boom, you see
Yeah.
like a boost.
Yeah. So do you have any benefit rides or anything you've got planned coming up for this summer you're going to take? Maybe we can get you in here for a meet and greet.
Well, I would absolutely love to do that. I'd be
Yeah,
flattered.
come on in and see Monica the Harley Girl. April
Well,
11th.
actually today at the counter signing, I had a couple followers that
Right.
said, "Hey, I've got this ride or that ride, or there's a car and a bike show," and those are things I'd love to do, all of them. And I'm like, "Hey, just reach out to me. I'll make a video. We can collab, whatever." Like, I'm always happy to help spread the word, and if I can be there, I'll be there.
Right, and then it'll help because you've got a following yourself, and people come to see you, and you bring those people
Right,
close to the
absolutely.
benefit, and then it helps out for the cause as well.
Yeah.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's more about helping whoever that cause is for than them seeing me. I mean, I'm flattered they want to see me, but like also come support this person,
you
give
can
the
bring
money
them
to
in.
this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
You should have heard that in here. All right, Monica. It's been a very long day. You're probably ready to get out of here. You've had a few drinks.
I've had
Probably
a few drinks.
Ready to get you something else to eat and stuff. We're going to wrap it up, guys. Again, this is Monica Ishmael, the Harley Girl of TikTok. Again, she's at Massageology in Richmond. Rue will put the links down here somewhere or somewhere. You can get that information. We'll get you all that. Again, Monica, it was great having you on.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
No problem. We'll see you again this summer.
We'll see you. Yay! Go team!
The first episode.
Yay! I'm so honored.